Hello and welcome along to Adobe Muse Basics with your host Robert Smith. In this part 4 of creating an interesting scroll effect, we're going to add some more content to the page that we've just built. Let's have a look at what it looks like at this point. I'm going to preview the page in the browser, and we've applied scroll effects to this type. So as we start to scroll, you'll see one line goes one way, one goes down, the other two go left and right, and they're just simple scroll effects applied in Muse. So let's add some more content to this page. So I'm going to go to File, make sure I'm on the right application, File, Place, like that, and I want the worm, the pink guy, the fish, Joe's, Kevin and Tony. I want those 6 files, so I'll click Open like this. I might zoom out a little bit so I can see all this happening, and just click, 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 like that. Let's zoom out and see where they've placed them. They're all over the place, quite random in fact. So let's just place this one about here, this one about here, this one about here, and these about here underneath like that. Okay, you don't have to be exact with these positions, just place them roughly like that down the page. Let's zoom back out again, Apple Plus like this. Okay, so what we really want, we want these here to go up to the top and then come back down again, scroll opposite to the way the actual browser is scrolling. So to do that, I'm going to click on the first one like this, click on Motion, like that, and I'm going to give it a motion of 1 in the initial motion going up and 0 going left and right. At 1120, I'm going to put in 0.4, so it's going to, final motion, or once it reaches this 1120, it's going to go down like that at a speed of 0.4 of the browser speed. Okay, so here we go, let's have a look at that. Up it comes, gets to a certain point, and then wants to go down the page. See how it reverses when it gets to that certain 1100, I think it is. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's do the same to this one here. I'm going to apply some motion, give it 1 there, 0 here, and here I'm going to give it 0.5, and it's going to go that way. And while we're here, we'll do this one as well. Click on that, and we'll give it a motion of 1, so they'll all go up the same speed, then fall at different speeds. A horizontal of 0 and a 0.5. I'll make that 0.7 in there so you can see it fall at a different speed. I think I just made a mistake there. I think that's 7. That'll be far too quick. So 0.7 is good. Okay, let's have a look. Let's preview this page in a browser. Okay, here we go. That opens up. Up come the pictures. We have a look at them. They get to a certain point, and 2 of them do what I want them to do, and the other one kept on going. So let's just see if we can fix that. I'll click on this one here. I forgot to click on the down arrow. Very easy to do. Going to File, Preview Page in Browser like this, and again we start to scroll. That opens up. Our pictures come into view, and they're all scrolling at the same speed, which is the initial motion, and when they get to a certain point like that, they start to scroll down. And I think this fish is getting a bit carried away here, so 0.7 is probably a bit. What are the others scrolling at? 0.5, 0.4. Let's make this 0.6. Just slow it down a little bit. Okay, let's preview that page in browser now. Great, so as we go, the images scroll at 1, or the speed of the browser. They get to a certain point, and then they start to fall. They go to reverse, and then the next guys come up, the next illustrations. So I'm going to do the same for those guys. So I'll just scroll down to grab those like this. Grab this, and the initial motion will be 1 up, and this will be 0. And this will be 0.6. Let's make this one scroll a bit faster backwards and don't get to click down. Same with this one. Click on this one, motion. We want that to go up at 1, nowhere horizontally, and 0.5 going down. And this one here, we'll move it across a bit. Click on motion, again 1 for that, 0 for here, and we want that to be 0.7. Is good, and we want to go down. Okay, so let's try that. Let's preview that page in browser. Here we are, we start to scroll. Our images come into view. Great. As they fall down the page, the new images come into view, and then they start to fall as well. So as you can see, you can apply any sort of speed or scrolling effects you like to images, type, whatever. Okay, as they're falling down, I don't think this orange thing here is falling fast enough. Okay, so let's go and fix that. Let's go into our, back into Muse, like this. And it's only scrolling. I might make that 0.7. That's probably a bit too much. Actually, we'll make it 0.5. Okay, we'll try that and we'll preview that in the browser. Opening scroll, up scrolls at normal speed till it gets to a certain point, then they all start to fall backwards as the background scrolls as well. Then the others come into view like this, and then they all start to fall at different speeds because of what we nominated in the background like that. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that's it. That's basic scrolling. Now, hopefully I've explained it reasonably. Now, again, if you're having trouble with it, I've taken forever to get my head around this, and there's a million examples on the web of this now. It's very, very popular. But the idea of it is simply this. It's learning how to use this scroll effects box. And just a brief summary of how it works is whenever you've got something like this, an image, whatever, it's this point here, and we can move it to wherever we like. It's called the key position, this one here, and it simply means whatever the distance is between this point and the top of the page, this will happen. This speed will happen, like it'll either go up or down or left or right, it doesn't matter. If you've got 1 in there, it'll be the normal speed of the browser. If you've got 0.5, it'll be half the speed of the browser, etc. But the minute it gets to this point here, or 1045 pixels from the top of the page, which is again this key position here, this will kick in. So that's what they mean by initial motion before this number and final motion after this number. And we'll see what happens here. It just turns around. Now, there's what you can do with this is a creative, a lot of pressure here creatively, I would like to say. But it's fantastic. A great new landscape and making the web a lot more interesting. A word of caution here, it's very easy to overdo this effect, like I probably have in this thing here. I only overdid it like this, sort of dramatically if you like, so you could see the effect and try and work out how it works. Spend a bit of time with it and you'll find that is to your advantage, and you'll have magnificent websites into the future. Okay, thanks for watching.